Welcome back everyone, it's Robert Hall, and in today's video we're going over the 3 new softboxes available from Magmod. Today is the official announcement date of these 3 softboxes, so this video was done in collaboration with Magmod. That's the reason that I was able to use these softboxes ahead of their official announcement. I do want to give a huge shout out to Magmod for choosing me as one of the creators to test these new products ahead of their announcement, because I did a review video on the original Magbox last year, and my ultimate opinion was, while it's an amazing design, it needs more sizes in order to realize its benefits, and that's exactly what is happening today. Today, Magmod is announcing 3 new softboxes, 2 of which are new sizes. First, we've got a 42-inch Octa, and then we've got a 36-inch strip, and Magmod has also redesigned the original Magbox. We've now got the Magbox 24 Pro. In this video, I'll be reviewing the new design, comparing the light characteristics between the modifiers and to a standard softbox, and discussing who I think this product will be best suited for. Now, the Magbox is not just a softbox, it's an entire system designed to work with the Magring and the Magshoe. The Magshoe is a speedlight holder that the Magring connects to. The Magring can hold 2 speedlights or 8200s with use of a Maggrip, a tool for connecting their smaller magnetic modifiers. The Magring then locks the lights into place so you don't have to worry about them disconnecting. The 3 Magboxes connect to the Magring via powerful magnets, creating a fast and secure connection. At the center of the Magbox is a very fast opening mechanism. It takes minimal effort to click open and pull shut. This is easier than manual rods, it's easier than external locking rods, it's easier than an umbrella mechanism. Plus, it doesn't obstruct your light in any way like an umbrella mechanism does. All 3 sizes of the Magbox featured a zippered stowaway diffusion. Opening and closing this is lightning fast, and the zipper is very quiet and feels robust. If you're looking to get the diffusion out of the way, it stuffs into a pocket behind the reflective material. When I first started using this, I was thinking, I don't really understand the point of a zippered diffusion or the stowaway diffusion, because I'm never going to use this without diffusion, right? There's only 1 layer of diffusion on this softbox, and you definitely need it if you're using it in front of speedlights. But something important to think about here is the diffusion is connected to the softbox. So if you ruin your diffusion, you're kind of ruining your softbox. So you have to be really careful, which means if you do something like leave it open and set it in the ground like I always do with my softboxes, you're definitely going to want to stow away that diffusion in that pocket. Now, this isn't required. You can open and close the softbox by reaching in via the side entry. You can gel that way, and the softbox perfectly opens and closes with the diffusion completely zipped. Next, we've got a new grid design. There's a traditional honeycomb grid, but without the use of Velcro. Instead, it connects via magnets around the edge of the softbox. This is a fantastic design. I can't tell you how many times I've avoided adding or removing a grid because of the hassle and the time requirement, especially when using a larger softbox. A quick tip, I found it easier to attach the grid if you have the box completely upright or even tilted back a little. There's a small yellow tab on the grid that identifies which softbox size the grid is for, so you're never mixing it up, and it also helps you easily identify the top center so you don't have any questions when aligning it. In all 3 models, the grid does an excellent job of narrowing the pattern of light while retaining the quality. The grid's build quality is fantastic, and without any Velcro pulling as you take it on and off, I expect this thing's gonna last for a really long time. Lastly, all the boxes feature a place to click gels in. This lets you quickly adjust the color temperature of your flash to correct with ambient light, or use inverse color effects to change the look of your ambient environment. Check out these videos if you want to learn more about that. Here's an example where I used the full CTB gel in daylight to warm the ambient daylight. These 4 features, the zippered diffusion, the magnetic grid, the gel holder, and the quick open mount, all come together for an extremely intuitive and fast design. Really intuitive. I mean, here I am on my 2nd day using the Magbox, easily putting the gel in through the side and controlling the diffusion and grid all with my eyes closed. This would not be happening with your standard softbox. If you own the original Magbox, you'll notice there's no mention of the focus diffuser. This product was black magic in my opinion, as it had tiny Fresnel lenses in it to concentrate light, making the coverage more narrow while also increasing its output. The 24-inch focus diffuser is $100, so it's really not surprising to me that they decided not to apply it to the larger 42-inch Magbox. It probably would have cost as much, if not more, than the softbox itself. But the original focus diffuser diffuser is still compatible with this redesigned Magbox Pro 24. Next up, I want to quickly touch on the cases. Everything comes in these black fabric cases, and not really a concern with the 42-inch, but I'm constantly mixing up the 36-inch strip and the 24-inch Octa. On the outside, the only branding is the word Magmod, and I do wish they added something simple like 24 or 36 just so I could tell them apart while keeping them in their cases. The reality is I probably won't use the cases long term. I'm more likely to just toss the softboxes in my trunk without their case, and I can also solve this myself with a silver Sharpie, but I do think it would have been a good adjustment. Now, this entire design is made to work universally with any type of speedlight or Godox 8200. And while speedlights are convenient, softboxes are designed for omnidirectional bulbs like you would find on a monolight. So the next thing I wanted to look at was the light quality difference between a softbox with a Barebulb light source and the Magbox using speedlights. First, I did a test with no diffusion. As expected, there's pretty much no point to use the Magboxes without diffusion. Since there's only one sheet of diffusion, if you pull that, your speedlights are completely unobstructed, leading to a very harsh light quality. And if this is the light quality you're looking for, just take the softbox off and use the speedlights bare. Now with the diffusion, when compared to a regular softbox using a Barebulb, the Magboxes are a bit more specular. On the left is a 42-inch Magbox with two 8200s using Fresnel heads, and on the right is a 36-inch glow quick Octa with two 8200s using Barebulbs and double diffusion. You can see that while the overall exposure is equal and the shadow length is similar, there is a bit more specularity in the Magbox on the subject's right cheek. This is simply the nature of using Fresnel heads with only a single layer of diffusion. Now, I agree with Magmod's decision to use only one layer of diffusion. It just ties into the simplicity of the design. However, I do think Magmod could make less specular lighting available by offering a diffusion gel or a diffusion sphere that clicks into the gel holder inside the Magbox. While we're on the topic of Barebulbs, I also have to mention there's a Bowens mount adapter available for the Magbox, as well as Profoto, Palsy Buff, and Elinchrom. So you can use the Magbox, all three of them, with any type of Barebulb strobe as well. It just requires an additional accessory. The 24-inch softbox is a great size for on-location portraits. It's compact enough to not be a chore in the wind, yet when used close can still deliver soft and flattering light. The 36-inch strip box is best for creating soft light with narrow coverage. This will work well as a hair light or edge light within a multi-light setup, but I think Magmod users will also gravitate towards using this as a key light as well. It works great for dramatic short lighting, something that's very popular with Magmod users who have been using products like the Maggrip. But in my opinion, the 42-inch Octa is the most noteworthy addition to the Magmod products, as it really brings the surface area necessary to create really soft light, even for a full body portrait. Here's a few examples of this being used both indoors and outdoors. Overall, I'm very happy with the light quality from all three Magboxes. Sure, when using with speedlights, it's a bit more specular than the Barebulb alternative, but ultimately the speed and simplicity the design affords is a greater benefit than the slight drop in light evenness. This is pretty much the same opinion I have of using the Godox H200R roundhead over the Barebulb. I feel that this is especially true for the audience that the Magbox is really geared towards. And who is that? Well, the expanded Magbox options will benefit wedding photographers and portrait photographers the most. This is no surprise. This has been the target audience ever since Magmod launched their first product. They have always aimed to serve the photographers who are like hustling, running on the go the most. That's where their speed and simplicity gains the most benefit. But I also think that this 42-inch softbox and 36-inch strip box might spill over to some other type of photographers, like those focused on headshots and studio photography, especially if they're already using Magmod products for other types of work. Now, before we finish up, I do want to include a few more details about using this product. First, First off, the Magshoe. There has been an update to the Magshoe. You'll notice that this Magshoe has a gold top and it's simply required for the use of these larger modifiers like the 42 Octa. Second, the action on both the 24 Octa and the 42 Octa is really simple. You just squeeze it together and it's going to snap directly into place. The strip box, on the other hand, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this, but you kind of have to press down to one side first and then the other side will click into place like that. So if you're already familiar using the original Magbox, then this might feel a little bit foreign at first. It's a similar process, it just feels a little bit different. Lastly, I wanna share my experience with my light falling over with this Magring product, because yesterday I was using setup just like this with the 42-inch softbox outdoors. I had a counterweight at the bottom of it. I had my 10-pound Manfrotto counterweight all the way at the bottom of it, but we were in an open area right off the water, so a really strong gust of wind came and knocked my entire setup over. And despite it being 9 feet high and falling over, you can see my 8200s are relatively unscathed. I've got a little bit of marking on one and a little bit of a bend to the plastic here, but both the flashes, there's one, there's the other, are still operational. So the size of this Magring did a good job in protecting these when falling. I didn't even have a bumper on them. And when it fell, the Magbox kind of automatically collapsed, right? That popped shut, and these were all still connected. So my flashes were connected to the Magring and my Magring was still connected to the Magshoe. And while I hate dropping my lights, I like the real world example of being able to stress test it for you guys. So hopefully that's helpful. I hope you guys found this video on the new Magmod products very informative. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, and if I want to follow up with any other details, I'll share it in a future video, so make sure to subscribe for that. If you're interested in these new Magbox Pro, then make sure to go down to the Kickstarter, which is linked in the description below, and there you can see other details or content from other creators as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.